Just when you thought The View was done being so controversial, just when you could have imagined that the Walt Disney Company had finally pulled on the reins and muted the crazy zany ladies on daytime talk ABC, well, they've gone even further down the drain, this time with not-so-funny comedian Bill Burr, attacking the very theology that so many believe in across the nation. Yes, they don't like God on The View. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel that has joy, joy, joy down in our hearts. Of course, we're covering The View, and they have joy, 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 but it's not even close to the same kind. And don't get us started on what the names mean. Sunny, Joy, I think not. Hey, they don't even have Whoopi. Well, they have them in name only. Folks, as we get ready to dive in to what Bill Burr said and why The View is devastating the Disney company over and over and again, and yet they don't care. Click the like button because we care. We're helping you understand how things have gone so far awry and how it is that Bill Burr stopped by to speak ill of the Almighty on ABC Daytime Talk TV. It's The View. All right, folks, Bill Burr is a comedian who is determined to burn down any goodwill that remains, and, well, he went to the right place to do so. The View, which, by the way, is owned, yes, we'll remind you, by Disney. Here's what the post says. Bill Burr decided to go on The View and attack God. Burr has already destroyed his career by bowing to his woke wife. Now he's destroying his soul by mocking the all-powerful. Shame on Burr. Here's the clip that has people talking. And who knew that Joy Behar could become a theologian so quickly? But Bill Burr was there to tempt her with the opportunity to do so. Here's the clip. We'll talk about it. And Bill Burr is full-blown crazy in the stuff he's saying. We've got more on him in just a moment.
I always wondered that about all religions, where they always talk about a wrathful God and, will send you to hell. And it's like, none of you guys are operating like you fear this, the way you run your religion. So I don't get I don't understand any of that. I'm just trying to be like chill. Somebody holds the door. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. But
so you're trying not to go to hell.
No, I don't believe in that. I don't think
he lives in it.
We are God's mistakes. Like, why is he mad
at that again? I know he's a comedian, but here, listen to what he says.
I don't believe in that. I don't think we are God's mistakes. Like, why is he mad at us?
He was trying to bring the temperature down before that part.
Yeah, no, I don't understand. Like, God makes sociopaths, pedophiles, and all of that, and then we all have to deal with it, and then it creates crazy people who do other bad things, and then somehow it's our fault. You have to work it out.
The answer.
All right, let's pause there for a minute. This is what you can enjoy on The View. Fair to say that I think they've lost those who have faith, and the people have lost faith in The View. This is the kind of stuff they're putting on there. I don't know what Bill Burr is up to. You know, he was anti-woke, now he's woke, and it's just a joke when he weighs in on stuff at this point. Panel, what in the world is Disney doing paying for this show at this point?
I'm terribly disappointed. You told me he was going to go on there and attack God. And since on The View, Whoopi is God, I thought it was going to be a cage match. Loser leaves town. But no.
Cage match.
Instead, we get this jerk just talking his mouth away like they do. Oh, God.
Well, he thinks that everyone should show the same level of fear that he shows to his wife, who keeps him eternally in hell. His home life must be terrible.
Oh, my gosh.
What, did they double date with Alec and Hilaria?
Oh, she's so hilarious.
He's been dead to me since he got Anthony Cumia banned from the Patrice O'Neill Memorial Show, and Kevin will back me up on that. Kevin, you're muted. I see your mouth moving, but
I watched this man roll into Philadelphia and tear apart some 15,000 people for making fun of Dom Herrera, and to see him just wither into this spineless. And listen, we saw it coming. If you paid attention to his comedy, he masked the wokeness by making fun of crazy suburban white women for going woke. And in the meantime, his wife was just smashing it into his head like a frying pan over and over and over again until he finally broke. And this is what we got. I don't know who this is. The only thing that is remotely amusing is that his hairline is slightly further back than Whoopi's at this point. So Golly.
And he's got a little bit more. He's got a little bit more facial hair than Joy. All right, let's play the rest of it. Here we go.
Is that the devil creates those?
Yeah,
God
but
doesn't.
No, no, Joy.
I'm just telling you what they say. The devil made me do it.
But
She's an agnostic.
But God created the devil. That's his responsibility.
Well, that's a good point.
Why does he just get rid of the
And
devil?
you know what else? God created you, Bill.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Look at her trying to get out of there as soon as possible.
Oh yeah.
They've managed to make the View ladies. They've managed to make the View ladies feel uncomfortable. Take a look at this, though. It's not the first time. Bill Burr is being celebrated by those on the very extremes because he is attacking Joe Rogan and because he went on Jimmy Kimmel and said to free one of, Mario's brother, but it's not Mario's brother. Here's a brief clip of that so that you can see what's going on. And then as we play this, consider why in the world did Disney put this man on The View knowing what would happen, considering Disney knows they got to get The View back to the middle.
The winds moved, but the fire was coming and all that stuff. So I feel lucky.
Are you guys back in?
And I think everybody did a great job.
Yeah.
Unlike the internet,
Yeah, right. I know. It's right.
Oh my God. All of these
By the way, he's talking about the LA fires.
fire experts. Why didn't you just fly a helicopter into the ocean and then just, I don't know, because there was 100 knot winds? You want to do that? You want to do that at night, you lunatic?
How are you?
This was definitely mismanaged.
That's a big word we're hearing now.
Mismanaged. Like some idiot on the internet knows how to manage the worst fire in LA.
Remember, mismanagement, yes, I'll say it, mismanagement burned down parts of LA that exceed the size of the city of Paris. And but this is who he is. And they put him on The View. So, guys, I think Disney's just determined to burn down whatever goodwill they have with The View. I think they're just going to watch it collapse. Like, I don't see any chance they're going to make a change. What say you? I mean, is it over? And is Bill Burr over?
Are they going to do a live action of an old cartoon with him in one of the parts? Is that how much they like him? I can't think of what he would play, but, I don't know.
Can he play a Disney princess?
I would think so. Anyone who says otherwise is retro and backwards and out of date with reality. I mean,
When it comes down to it, Bill Burr is on here. He's probably promoting his Hulu show. So yeah,
there you
Disney
go.
thing, and he goes on The View and he goes on Kimmel to promote his Disney stuff. And you know what? He actually had some cross appeal there for a little while because he was calling out things that was inappropriate to call out. It was kind of fun, and now he's just. I don't know. I get it. These are the things that he views as sacred cows, but it's off-putting to me. And I think The View is supposed to be daytime television that people have on in the background, women have on in the background while they're doing other things. Him there with his foul mouth, his bad takes, and going after religion. I don't know if that's going to sell much Tide. I'll say that.
Right. And let me make this delineation, okay? So let's say that you have South Park, and South Park puts out something that's offensive to particular religions. Well, that's part of the South Park shtick, right? And so we don't come out and we don't condemn South Park or we don't critique them heavily because that's part of what the show is about, right? They've done that with Mormons. They've done that with the Church of the Latter-day Saints, all of that. Okay. With The View, Jonas is right. The View is supposed to be daytime talk. Supposed to cover the news, supposed to plug some stuff, to sell some books. We know based on the Dylan story we covered about a week ago, that's really not happening. Okay. Now, included in that package of what The View should be for Disney and what provides value to Disney for the money they spend on these women is probably not the idea that you're going to have an abrasive comedian come on in the middle of the day when kids are at home with their parents, the 4-year-olds are home with mommy. The idea that the comedian comes on and has a second grader level discussion of the paradox of a good God and the existence of evil is probably not on the playbook of what this show exists for. And it's just more of us saying, what in the world Bob Iger, what in the world, Dana Walden, are you all thinking with this show? Like, what are you thinking? Because it just never gives us something where we can sit there and say, hey, that's mainstream. Hey, that's down the middle. Hey, that's gonna increase the viewership of the View. No, it's just the same old stuff over and over.
No, but they know that ship has sailed. They do know. They can't possibly think they're going to bring in another audience that's, more moderate or whatever. He's there, like you said, if he's got a Hulu show, he's there because he's on the list of people with something Disney to sell, and it's his turn. And whatever he says is what he says.
Why do they give people like Kimmel and The View, why do they give these things a platform that seems to damage the brand of Disney? It makes no sense to me.
Because they're local LA people. They're local LA people who think that this is how the world works, and they're just saying what everybody's thinking. I mean, come on. There can't be that many Christians out there in the world, right? Right?
You bring up the South Park comparison. Well, the difference is South Park occasionally tells jokes when it does these things. These two rants that you just played, I did not hear one single punchline from a professional comedian. He's just ranting. He's not actually making like funny observations the way South Park does. And you're right. South Park hits everyone. Bill Burr just swings to the right now. It's all he does. He has turned his back on everyone that brought him to the dance. He is a traitor and words I can't say on this program.
He's bald Howard Stern. He will get the same treatment that Bud Light did.
Yep. By the way, you were talking about Dylan. Did you see the Babylon Bee today?
Yeah.
Suggesting that Disney's next move is to have Dylan Mulvaney in the live-action remake of Pocahontas.
I did see that. It's so funny.
Kevin hit the nail on the head, though. Kevin hit the nail on the head.
I only feel sorry for Elizabeth Warren because she wanted the part.
Yeah, well, there is that. Yeah.
Kevin hit the nail on the head that he's bald Howard Stern. The only difference is Howard Stern has a couple $1 billion to fall back on. Bill Burr does not.
Well, but he's trying to cash out now. He got a little bit of enough of a taste. His wife clearly got to him. He knows where he's got to go. He knows where he's got to go make money. I mean, Rogan was a guy who was a friend of his for decades. Now he's the bad guy. It's sad. It's sad. It's predictable. We've seen it 1,000 times over. And these guys always wind up in the same boat. Eventually, they will do something that will run awry of their new leftist best friends, and they'll try to come crawling back, and it'll be too late for them. Or he'll just triple down like Howard and just kind of fade away into irrelevance.
Well, do you think he's in that Howard situation now where, like, no matter what old clips from back when he was actually funny they pull up, they won't turn on him because he's too important to the cause?
I think maybe, he may be just big enough in terms of because the guy does sell out a lot of stadiums, but I don't know how you hide some 30 years of being the common sense blue collar Boston guy, and just kind of do this now. But stranger things have happened, I suppose.
I think stranger things can be found not on Netflix, but rather every day on The View, Jimmy Kimmel, and wherever Bill Burr might be. Well, folks, we've come to the end of another video of pure excellence and fun, explaining entertainment, keeping you ahead of the culture curve. That's what we hope you believe we've just done. And why should you believe it? Well, because we've done our very best to make it so, to be true, to be factual, and to do what the mainstream so-called access journalists simply won't. Folks, you can help share this out across the fruited plains of YouTube by clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. And folks, as we get ready to say sayonara for now, we ask that you keep learning, keep growing, and wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep having fun.
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun. Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.